The university we're going to travel to listen to the rector, Professor Mohammad Nasih. It is called University of Airlangga, is in Surabaya, which is like 2 hours from Jakarta. It's one of the top universities in Indonesia. And by the way, at the time I visited before COVID, there were 4,000 universities. It's number 3 or 4 in that big ranking. I don't know how many they are, but across Asia is one of the leading university teaching everything. It's a big university, medicine, law, biotechnology, but they are very geared and embedded with sustainable development. The university and Professor Nasih, they are leading a consortium of universities from across the world to connect universities to community. He's a distinguished scholar, a well-recognized leader in all Asian continents. Professor Nasih, thank you very much for your time. We are looking forward to listening to you, and we do apologize again for the long delay you waiting to speak to us. Thank you very much, and the floor is yours, Professor.
Okay, thank you, Professor Allam Ahmed, for your time, and good afternoon from Surabaya, and good morning to you all in London from Universitas Airlangga, Surabaya, Indonesia. And first and foremost, I hope all of you are well. My name is Mohammad Nasih, and I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the World Association for Sustainable Development, especially Professor Allam Ahmed, for inviting me to be here today. Thank you very much also for our friend, speaker, and participants in this session. You are all is my best friend. I would like to apologize for not being able to attend the event in person, whereas our meeting at this point is a virtual one. I do hope that it will not reduce the meaning of the conference as well as the significance of the meeting to share the perspective on today's topics. Distinguished participants, the 2030 agenda from United Nations, which is also referred to as SDGs, is universal and transformative and aims to promote common prosperity, advance social progress, and protect the environment while leaving no one behind. Indonesia, as the democratic country that has 17,000 islands with more than 250 million people, is committed to implementing the 2030 agendas or SDGs to promote effort to end poverty, tackle inequality, promote human rights, and pay attention to the linkages between social and economic progress and environmental protection. In addition to the climate change crisis and food security, Indonesia commits to support the notion that we have a responsibility to be a global catalyst for addressing environmental challenges and sustainable recovery through concrete examples. We have seen many commendable initiatives being announced in support of the 2030 agenda. However, to bring about the fundamental changes that the achievement of the agenda requires, we will need to bring all parts of society together. In implementing the SDGs and as a form of localizing SDGs in Indonesia, the government of Indonesia groups them based on 4 pillars, namely social, economics, environmental development pillars, and law and governance pillars to promote peace, justice, and resilience institutions. This means that Indonesia's commitment to achieving the SDGs is not only to fulfill global agreement, but rather to the interest of the Indonesian state to improve the welfare of its people in the long term. Distinguished participants, amid these challenging situations, academic institutions also have a tremendous responsibility to create a generation of policymakers, scientists, and innovators who understand the importance of placing sustainable development at the heart of its work. And as a higher education institution, universities are institutionally responsible for defining problems, shaping productive exchanges, and generating evidence for action during the crisis. Universities must be able to be the pioneers in overcoming this problem scientifically, including but not limited to support the SDGs of the United Nations. Before we continue, allow me to introduce about Universitas Airlangga that Professor Allam mentioned. Thank you, Prof. Allam. You promote my university. Universitas Airlangga is a university known for its value, philosophy, and motto, excellence with morality. In this sense, its member of our university should always strive to perform academic excellence. And as the member of the society, we should always be guided by the moral values and wisdom that we have been taught to by to. Since its establishment in 1954, Universitas Airlangga aims to grow to provide quality education for the public. Universitas Airlangga has succeeded in attaining numerous and outstanding achievements. All aim to maximizing added value to all stakeholders, as well as creating significant impact at various levels, local, national, and global level, are manifested into 5 objectives labeled at SMART or SMART. Each of these themes has key points to guide the development and the implementation of the programs at operational levels. Distinguished participants, allow me to share with you the theme-informed SMART that support today's presentation. The theme I would like to address is meaningful research and community services, that focuses on how our research and community service can be meaningful and significantly impact the development of science and beneficial for the community. Here is our grand design for research, a grand design which underpin UNI research, innovation, and community development, commence with the design thinking process and continue further outcome and impact to multi-stakeholders, including to the society through university industry collaborations, to add values to the quality of our research, innovation, and community development. To sum up, the grand design or research priorities are the following research field, namely blue economy, green economy, health, digital economy, tourism and conservation, and food security, with the community engagement here as the expected outcome and impact. Of course, in achieving these outcomes and impact, we have several projects that involve the following sectors: education, health, environment, and community empowerment. Distinguished participants, community service is one effective way on how the higher education institutions play their roles in developing a nation or country through contributing some solution and national issues such as social, cultural problems. And as a part of Universitas Airlangga's contribution to the society, Universitas Airlangga established a platform called Airlangga Community Development Hub, or ACDH, for a more specific reconstruction in the issues. Moreover, Universitas Airlangga took a notable step to initiate the establishment of the World University Association for Community Development, WUACD, in 2018 as a platform for integrated collaboration with universities worldwide in the community development program that also support the sustainable development goals of the United Nations within the higher education institution. The primary function of WUACD is to construct and develop cooperation and collaboration between Universitas Airlangga and its members who come from different nationalities and academic background to improve the prosperity of the community and address global challenges which are in line with sustainable development goals. We engage to be a leading institution in conducting collaborative community development programs that can contribute to society. Here are the series of activities that have been done by the WUACD, including providing a matching fund grant. You may have noticed by now how much UNAIR highlight research and community development that can be utilized by its members. Distinguished participants, the government of the Republic of Indonesia, through the Ministry of Village Development of Disadvantaged Region and Transmigration, has created programs to support the achievement of SDGs, namely SDGs Desa or SDGs Village, which are an integrated effort to realize a village without poverty and hunger, an economic village that grows evenly, a village that cares about health and about the environment, education, and cultural responsive village to support the achievement of SDGs. The ground of SDGs village narrative, the context of village in Indonesia, is represented by the 18 SDGs village, namely dynamic village institution and adaptive village culture. In addition to that context, the SDGs village respect the diversity of region, culture, and custom of the Indonesian nation, as well as accommodates the local wisdom of the community and productive village institution to develop. In community development, Universitas Airlangga has played an active role through community service activities at home and globally. To give an impact to the community, particularly in the SDGs area, our approach is through two-way interaction with society and by the society. This action also to support one of the government program under the nation, community self-empowerment, which become the blueprint of SDGs Desa, sharing rural Indonesia toward global development goals. On the next slides, okay, I would like to invite all of you to watch a brief video about Satria Airlangga Floating Hospital, that one of Universitas Airlangga's contribution to the society. Please.
Indonesia is a vast country. The population has reached 264 billion, spread across 17,504 islands. They have every right to get health insurance. Universitas Airlangga Hospital, alumni and East Java Health Agency feel the calling to give people living in other islands access to healthcare services, to provide immediate assistance to disaster areas through the floating hospital, even to support humanitarian aid. Across the ocean, reaching the uttermost islands, the medical team of Kesatria Airlangga Floating Hospital is always there to serve humanity.
As a concrete evidence of the role of Universitas Airlangga in supporting the government program, Universitas Airlangga has several approaches that involve the following sectors: education, health, environment, and community empowerment. As you may see on the screen, Universitas Airlangga has published more than 12,000 articles in reputable journals around the world and actively engaged with various research and publications on sustainable development goals. Through this publication, UNAIR expects to make meaningful impact for SDGs attainment. Universitas Airlangga also strives to excel at community service and development, as you can see from the figure shown on. You may have noticed by now how much UNAIR highlight research and community development, and we would like to share some activities that has been carried out. Universitas Airlangga, through SDGs, has launched 3 pilot projects targeting 3 types of region, namely remote islands in Madura, border tourism in Bintan Islands, and coastal areas in Banyuwangi, Indonesia, early this year. Here you can see our pilot project conducted. First, in the remote islands of the Madura regions, with the local communities, we learned to develop product sources from the natural resources in their local area. At the same time, we attempted to preserve the local ecosystem. Also, we had an opportunity to share the information about electric vehicle, renewable energy, and hydroponic farm. The pilot project was supported by the Kesatria Airlangga Floating Hospital, the only university floating hospital in Indonesia, which provides accessible healthcare for those in remote areas. It's also one of our disaster management features, which allows us to distribute logistic aids and provides medical care to the areas affected by disasters. Secondly, in Bintan Island, we offer a more specific reconstruction in the issues of culture and tourism. And thirdly, in Banyuwangi, Indonesia, that is one area that has excellent asset and resources in the marine product industry. This activity focuses on strengthening the fisheries and marine industry for the community and fisheries industry in Banyuwangi, Indonesia. The development program for the target community in Banyuwangi focuses on the issues of green economy, blue economy, digital economy, health and food security. The program also promotes national and international cooperation to solve the complex problems within the community. Moreover, as a contribution to overcoming the pandemic, Universitas Airlangga developed Merah Putih vaccine, or called Inavax, in collaboration with governmental institutions and private health care provider. Merah Putih Merah Putih vaccine is a national halal certified vaccine product that has successfully passed the third phase of clinical trial as we speak and are expected to be mass produced once the emergency use authorization has been received by the Biotis Pharmaceutical Indonesia. Distinguished participants, those are only several examples of how community level effort can make a difference. This is an effort to equip the community with the ability to develop themselves at the same time sustaining their village. Through the activities, we aim to increasing public awareness of clean and healthy living, including environmental health, to develop tourism area and natural resources and conservation to improve the welfare of the community, especially in rural area or village. The expected output of our grand design is evident in the implementation of said SDGs Desa. Therefore, the role of scientists, educators, and researchers is vital in supporting the achievement of the goal. And I believe the participants who have gathered here today are the key partners and can play a crucial role to solve and to save people's life in our region. Universitas Airlangga is ready to collaborate and determine the most suitable solution to achieve the SDGs through collaboration with many institutions and organizations. Only with our joint hand that higher education institution can contribute to ways of achieving sustainability in all aspects of life. Even the small step in the right direction may eventually lead to the biggest changes. Thank you very much for your kind attention and consideration, and we are sending both of health and peace to everyone joining the forum today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you very much. It was wonderful talk.